Hello students, hope you all are doing well and staying safe at your home. This is your Priyanka ma'am and I'll teach you science for class 4. So let's start the first chapter. The first chapter is plants, the producers, and under this chapter we will learn the topics like why green plants are called producers, parts of a leaf, process of photosynthesis, food storage in plants, and recognition of interdependence between plants and animals. Let's begin. As all of us know, children, that food is essential for us to live. Without food, it is difficult to survive for living things, as food gives us energy. Okay? So, but the next question, from where we get most of the foods? Yes, from plants. Actually, all human beings and animals are directly or indirectly depend upon plants. I think you have learned in your earlier classes that animal and human beings are categorized into three types like herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. So herbivorous eat all the food which they get from plants, okay, and carnivorous eat those animals who eat plants, and omnivorous eat both animals and plants. That means we all depend upon plants directly or indirectly, okay. But the question is, from where do plants get their food? We get our food from plants, but from where they get their food, and why they are called producers, as our chapter name is plants the producers. So why they are known as producers? Because these green plants make their own food. They get their food by themselves only because they are sufficient enough to prepare their own food for themselves, and that's why they are called producers. And it is the leaves that make food for plants. Okay, so as I said, green plants. Then why leaves are green in color? Because there is a special substance present in these leaves which is called chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll is responsible for green color. Okay, and because of the presence of chlorophyll, leaves are green in color. So that was interesting. So now we will learn about the different parts of a leaf now. So let me enlarge this picture. Here you can see there is a picture of a leaf, and now I'll tell you about the other parts of a leaf also. So here you can see the broad part of a leaf. These all broad parts of a leaf are called lamina. Okay, and the main vein which is running through the middle of the leaf, this main vein which is running through the middle of the leaf, this is called midrib. And from this main vein there are many tube-like structures are coming out. This is called side veins. And the tip of the leaf is called leaf apex, and the part of a leaf which actually attaches to the stem or branch is called leaf stalk. Okay, so these are the parts of a leaf. The same thing I have written in detail for you so that it can be easier for you. Let me read out for you. So the part of a leaf is called the lamina or leaf blade. This lamina is also known as leaf blade. There are many tube-like structures on the leaf called veins. The main vein running through the middle of the leaf is called the midrib. The tip of the leaf is called the leaf apex, and the part of the leaf that attaches it to the stem or branch is called the leaf stalk. Besides that, there is a special organ present in leaf, and this is called stomata. Now you can ask me, what is stomata? So before that, I would like to share one thing. You tell me that breathing is an essential process for life or not. Like human beings, we breathe in through our nose. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. And without breathing, life is impossible. Okay. So as you know, plant is also a living thing. So how they breathe in? So they breathe in through a special organ which is present underside of a leaf. There are many small pores, many tiny holes present underside of a leaf, which is called stomata. And the function of this stomata to enter or to leave the leaf. They allow air to enter or leave the leaf. Okay. So they help the plant to breathe. Okay. So this is the function of stomata. Now let's move to the next slide. This is another important slide and another important part of this chapter, that is preparation of food in plants. Before that, you tell me that when you feel hungry, what you do? Either you ask to your mom for food or you directly go to the kitchen of your home. So here in plant, leaf acts as kitchen, as food is prepared in leaves only. And they are preparing their food using very simple substances called carbon dioxide, water and minerals. But how they get these substances? So they get these substances through some part of the plant only. So just now I have described you about stomata, and I said that with the help of this stomata, plants breathe in and breathe out. So what plants breathe in? Plants breathe in carbon dioxide. It means stomata traps carbon dioxide. And as you know that water and minerals are present in the soil, and roots of the plant absorbs these water and minerals, and they are carried through the stem to the leaves. Okay, stem carries these water and minerals to the leaves. And I also told you about the chlorophyll which is present in leaves, which is also responsible for green color. So the function of this chlorophyll to traps sunlight, and they using this energy, the light which they get from sunlight, for preparation of food. So this is the whole process of preparation of food in plants. The same thing I have written in detail for you so that it could be easier for you. Let me read it out. So leaves prepare food for a plant, so they are called the kitchen or food factory of a plant. So leaves are called the kitchen of a plant. Okay? And the process of photosynthesis is also written. The leaves use carbon dioxide, water and minerals to make food. The chlorophyll in the leaves traps the energy from sunlight. The leaves then use this energy to convert carbon dioxide, water and minerals into food. Hence, chlorophyll and sunlight are essential process for a plant to prepare food. And during this process, plants release oxygen and water vapor. I have also written the definition of photosynthesis. So this is the process by which plants prepare their food with the help of air, sunlight and water. It is called photosynthesis. And do you know that what is actually the meaning of photosynthesis? Photo means light and synthesis means putting together. So what plant does? Plant actually put this carbon dioxide, water and minerals together, and using the energy, that is light from sunlight, and they prepare their food. The same thing is written in the equation form also, students. That is carbon dioxide plus water plus minerals in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. And the outcome product is plant food, oxygen and water vapor. So that's all about today's class. I have giving some homework to you. Here I want you to pause your video for some time and note it down in your copy. Whatever copy you have at your home, please note it down in that and try to solve it by yourself only. Don't take the help of your guardians. Try to solve it by yourself. In next class, I'll provide the solutions also, and we'll carry forward with the next part of the class. Okay? Till then, stay safe at your home and of course, study hard. Thank you.